Sure, that magic white is already on the canvas. Make sure it is nice and even. This way and this way. Wonderful. Okay, now what the devil we paint again? I think we will paint a seascape. Let's have a seascape because we painted all kinds of things before on black and dark and white and green canvases, and I want to see you dancing in the water, and let's see how we get it. But this time I show you something. Let's get the palette first before we do anything else. I will have, it's a white canvas, so I need all my dark paintings. I have Van Dyke Brown, Prussian Blue, and I will add Viridian here. It's other, see, all the dark colors you cannot see good enough on the show here. But I tell you what it is. It is Van Dyke Brown, Prussian Blue, and Viridian, or a turquoise color, you know, like Prussian Green. They call it sometimes Prussian Green, then they call it Viridian, and alizarin crimson, cad red, yellow, and white. You see, now we got it all back on again. Maybe I add a little bit more white, I think, in order to get the sea right. There we are. Now we have all the colors we need, and this is the mixing table again. But this time I will show you something very exciting, and it's the fan brush, because water is always dancing and turning and flying in the air, and I want to have a moving sea. I want to have a rough sea. I don't want to paint just flat water. I want to show you a mighty rolling sea. Now, how the devil we get it? Let me show you. First, a white canvas, the magic white is on, and I get Prussian Blue, Viridian, and a touch of alizarin crimson, and then let's see first, let's see how it looks. You never accept it if it is not the way you want to see it. Let me see what I do there. See, it is a bit too greenish blue, so I would add a little touch of alizarin crimson into that. Maybe that will just heal it up right. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, good. Let's go on from there. Now I know roughly how much I have to take all the time. See, I cannot tell you. That is your own feelings. You set it in. So what I do here, I have to line it up right. Where is the sun coming from? Where is the light coming from? I would say light is coming here. There is where the light's coming from. Maybe here is where the light comes. See? What I do, I go with the dark all around. But look what I do. Watch it. Watch it. Isn't that fantastic? How you can fire in, you make a loose, almighty turning sky, but I leave it open around the sun, you see? Around the sun, open, but firing like that, see? Firing like that. Firing like that. More here, and more pressure there, and then you get light. You are like a band conductor, you know, you're firing where you want the cloud rough and tough, and then you make it very loose, and you firing again. We think the almighty cloud is coming up strong and powerful, and it makes you are living through your painting. At least I do it all the time. I got to do it, otherwise I collapse. It wouldn't work for me, and I could not go on living. So I have to talk to myself, and I have to talk to the water, talk to the birds, to the seagulls, and then I go on. See, now here I want to have a bit more darker cloud there, overlapping that cloud. But you see how I turn, can you see my brush going like this? Always like this, see? Because you get the almighty movements in the sky there. And here's lighter, here I leave that light open there, maybe a bit around there, a bit darker there, and here. But not too much paint. See, I try to rub it quite hard. Not too much paint on. There you are. See? Okay. Now you can go in. I leave the brush the way it is because I know I went so much through the magic white. There's lots of magic white already in the brush. And now I can go back to the inside of this. See, I need a little bit of color. Something like this. Okay. See? Straighten out here, there. And already my sky is ready to to hypnotize. When I say hypnotize, I use that word hypnotizing because I feel really I hypnotize my canvas, because the canvas is doing something what I want the canvas to do. And then I feel, my God, look, I hypnotize my canvas. See, now I use that almighty big brush, make sure it is dry and is clean, and into the light first, and hypnotize it. See what it does? It transfers the paint. It does something to the whole canvas all of a sudden. It does something almighty. It does something very, very powerful, very strong to me. And then I think, God, look, I hypnotize my canvas. I'm the commander of the boat. Hey, look at me. Look what I'm doing. And that feeling, when you get that almighty feeling, look what you are doing, and it works for you. You have no problem. All the mood you have thought about is coming in there, see? And I think it is in. But you see, it is a moving sky. It's not a dead sky. You can have it really blocky and dead, and it will not sell. Again, I talk about selling. Shouldn't. Okay. Make sure your brush is clean now. And I will go into the white paint like this, see? Take white. And maybe a little touch of cad red into that. Little touch of this off-white. Off-white, so that's good. And then that's what I want to have, that light. There, see? And then I go in the light spots in between, and if I want it brighter, so as long as I get that almighty, powerful feeling into the canvas, I have done what I want to do. See, now, watch this. One thing I have to show you. By doing that, you go over and over, you put more paint on, and you see there's so much extra paint. Be very sharp now. Take your almighty knife, take the paint off. See, there. Take it off. You never get the colors. The colors will stay like they are. But you take the mud off. That's a wonderful secret. That alone, I tell you, that is your lifesaver. If you have the guts, take that paint off. It's too much. It will always ruin you, because you will smear it around. That's that excess painting. You needed that to get the colors out, but you can take it off. See, the way we put it on, I rub it in. I go strong into my canvas. And it's in there to stay. And you see, I did do nothing. I just take my paint off and bang. But now hypnotizing becomes easy, see? Because I got no paint on. See? There you are. Look. It stands up nice. That's a kind of a sky. Fine. Now you can go as far as you want. You can leave it like it is. You feel it is just the way you want it. You want it a bit more softer, you do it softer. Or you want, watch. You don't have to be happy with what you got there. I want it a bit more, maybe extra cloud is gone by. Now watch this. You can do all those things. Have the guts to do whatever you think it is, what you had in your mind or what you saw. Sometimes it's just a low cloud moving by, and there you are. Watch, I will put that in, just happen. There's a low cloud moving by here. See what happened? And that happy little cloud is just moving by there. Fine, that's it. You don't have to have it all over again. That's just in front of all other cloud, the wind is certain altitudes, this is all high up, and this is coming just by there. So with other words, I like to loosen you up and like to let you know, try to be the boss. Whatever you think it's got to be done, do it. Everybody doing it. Why shouldn't you do it? Okay. See, now I hypnotize again, and automatically you get the feeling there. There's a cloud just floating by in front of it, a lower cloud. And then you talk not so loud. I start whispering sometimes. Oh, look, that's going by there. Wonderful. And it moves me, it moves me. Okay, now I will fire into the water. Again, a darker color. See what I do here? Use Prussian blue, alizarin, all the same colors because the sky will be in the water. If you have a different color in the sky, if I have it with reddish, it will be reddish in the water. The water attracts what you see all around. See? So, okay, now I will dream up here a far away shoreline, a far away horizon line of the water moving there. See? Something like this. But leave the white, use the white to your good old fortune because you can, see, leave the white because you got it there. Otherwise you would have to put it on after. Why should you put it on? You don't have to do it. You don't deserve it to work so hard. They leave that white. That's just doing the right thing. Okay. Now I will use the other fan brush because I need the dark on on this fan brush. I use white, and what should I do now? Let me see. I should show you always when I show you my paint here. You see it better like that. Okay, see a little touch of cad red into the white, and now I do again. I go just open up the cloud a little bit there, and automatically dance that into the water, see? And try to pick the light spots. See what happened? See what happened? Okay, I will again get the paint here nicely. There you are. And again, that has to be in. It's so easy now. You have it. I did it already on purpose. Usually I do it before, I finish up my sky completely, but here I want to show you, that is the light, and lead it in. You are the mighty leader of that light, and it will let it disappear darker, darker there, here. See, maybe here's a bit of a darker there, see? And let it dance over the water, just under the light, there you are. See? Forget it, I won't worry there too much, that's the important part, right there. Okay, see? Now you use your almighty fan brush again and fire in like really here, almighty wave. And that can be done, way, look at that, watch that. Watch out, ooh, dancing in the air, turning, and you hear the water. Wow, look at that. See how I talk to myself? There you are. See, there you are. But make it loose. Dance it, dance it, dance it in. Dance it in. Maybe here should be a bit darker. See? Dance it in. Again, pick up your paint like this. Prussian blue. The same colors actually. I don't have to mention it because you know it is Prussian blue, Viridian, and alizarin crimson. Together it gives you that what we have here. And that's it. And I want it very dark underneath there because the light is from the back, and I make a upstanding wave and it's coming forwards and dancing in here and rolling in here. Maybe here I put the stone in, kind of move the water, and the speed hits the stone and beams up in the sky. There, like this. And let the wind be in. Try to get wind already in. Get the mood of a wind in there too. Yeah, I never talked about the wind, because when it comes like that, there is lots of wind, and you come forwards, 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 in almighty stormy speed, like the water will roll, rush forwards. And always have that feeling of whatever is going on, that rushing, rushing, rolling, steaming, boiling. You hear the seagulls and all kinds of tunes. That is just fantastic, fantastic. Okay, darker there, darker there. The light will show on dark, so I show the dark, and the light will show on dark. Again, I bring it forwards, 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 forwards. Clean your mighty brush. Here I will use a bit of a sandy color. You see what I do? I take white, a bit of a dirty brush. I need that blue in there too, and a touch of red that gives me already all the colors I need. A kind of an ochre color, a touch of yellow goes with it. You see, and then you can use a touch of dirt, Van Dyke brown. Otherwise it turns green on you if you use too much yellow and blue. There's headaches coming up. See, and then you start it off like this. It's a wet sand. See? There you are. Okay, now the next step, again the same brush, make sure you have to have a clean brush. I wash it and paint thinner and dry it up so that I have a nice dry clean brush again. And now we will, I have to take some of the dirt off here. That will be easy. And add a bit more white, like that. And I will watch how I take my paint off again. See, like this. There you are. And the light will hit the waves like there. See, hits it like there, there, there. You put lots of paint on there. Pound it on. Pound it on. Something like this. See? That's a good way of doing it. Okay. See? And then, you know, this should be rolling in this way. I will pull the other way around. See what I do? I give him that feeling of the water's coming down like that, but it's rolling over. Has a roll like that. See, it looks like this then. See? Now you can stop wherever you want. You can have it just standing up, and you can have it already round. You can have it already collapsing. It's up to you. Whatever you dream up, you can do. See? And it depends on where you stand. Now I made it already not too much here. Actually, you could put a little bit of a water movement in there too, in between. See, like there's another little wave here. See, they come in the rolls. There's other roll behind there. See, if you stand higher up, you see more of that. Okay. Good enough, good enough. Highlight that too, see, give him a highlight there. Okay, see, now we will start rolling up the waves there. Here in California, it is wonderful. You watch the surface in Huntington Beach or wherever. Okay. Now we can maybe have this one just like that. Just like that. See, just like that. One is already starting to turn. And the other one is standing up. See what happened? And put a little bit of wind in always. Always give them that extra wind is in the air, wind is in the air. See? Now we will put the stone in there, maybe kind of a breaker, what else there, like a little. See, highlight that, like this. See? There you are. Now you can roll the water in front of it. You can thin down your white with magic white now because it's easier to get on. As a sample, I will you see? Now that is up to you, how you want to run that water. I tell you, it moves in any direction, every direction, and it's up to you to make it attractive and so that you really have the feeling of water movements there. But again, like I say, a thinner paint will stick on a thick paint. Use the magic white. I go into the magic white and thin down the paint with magic white, like I show you here, see? There you are. And then, see, it's easier highlighting now. There, that one. See, now, again, you need dark. I will put the foreground in like this. Here you can have darker water movements like this. See? Now if you want, you can put the stone in here too. It will look like this. Let me show you that. It looks always very attractive. Have a little flat stone standing there. See? Sticking out of the sand or out of the water partly. Give that reflection, put that reflection in. See, it will give you a better value. You get better power in your painting. And put a little bit of white on top like this. Highlight that stone. You can give them certain curves like this. And let it disappear into the sand if you want to. See? And then cut it down like this. See? Now use your almighty brush. Use your almighty brush and do it what we always do with water reflection. There, see, shine it up a little bit and then paint, thin down your paint with magic white like this and use your knife and look what I do here. I just use my knife and cut in water movements like, see? Something like this. That's always very attractive. And then you can you just can go on and you have the dark in the background. You can go on and create a kind of a like a big blob of water coming up on the shoreline. See? Make it more shallow, more flat. It should look like this flat coming in. You can have a little curve there and bring it in like that. See? Makes a wonderful painting if you can handle that right. Use that almighty knife and cut that almighty line in there. See? There you go. Now I will use my white there and thin it down with magic white again. Always thin it down and have it like this. But don't destroy this here. Just leave it open. Leave it open. You can easily, sometime this, you would say, how the devil this happened? But yes, leave it like that, because you are the Almighty Creator, and let anyone tell you what you should do, because when you start getting that brush, you are the tiger. You know what you have in your mind, and that is what you do. If a modern artist can smear up a canvas and he can say it was a good painting, then you can do all kinds of things too. Okay, so now we put a couple happy seagulls in, and the painting should be done. Now put one in here. Okay. And maybe, whatever, I can put so many in. I just show you, put a couple seagulls in, and you can use a little bit of a white tip, see, and that gives you a nice, yeah, a little bit of a white tip. It's hard to see in the white there. And there you are. What the devil should you do more? I just show you roughly how you get the seascape together. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.